Welcome to the Instagram stories for Thursday, April 6th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. I apologize that I have not done a show much earlier this week for you, but I've just been so busy. Did I mention before that I'm a team of one? It's literally just me. That's the only person. This week, we had our Memorial of Christ's death where we passed the bread and the wine, and I gave the talk, and I practiced the talk so much. I wanted it to be good. It went fine. I'm very glad it's over at this point. But additionally, I'd been taking a stand-up comedy class that involved doing a lot of writing, and it turned out that the big ending showcase thing was Monday night, so I had to prepare for that. It's just been nonstop. Hopefully, at this point, things calm down, and let's get into some Instagram news. There are two big pieces of Instagram news to talk about today. The first is that digital collectibles, also known as NFTs, will be removed from Instagram on April 11th. There's a screenshot posted on Twitter, which I will share in the show notes. It explains digital collectibles will no longer be available from April 11th. Any collectibles you've shared will remain on Instagram as posts, but no blockchain information will be displayed. You can download your information about collectibles until April 11th, and the two options are either learn more or download your information. Frankly, I did not really think that NFTs were a big deal. Maybe they'll come back at some point, but they're going to be removed from Instagram. Also, as a side note to that, they will be removed from Facebook on that same date as well. So if you're having any NFTs on Meta, this would be the time to make sure you look at those very closely. Additionally, reverse engineering hacker Alessandro Paluzzi tweeted that Instagram keeps working on the ability to add a custom feed to the Explore page. He goes on to explain that you can view posts based on public accounts that you follow and public posts you've interacted with. He then shared a screenshot of what it looks like inside the app. And I'm interested in this concept because I tend to share videos that I like or other content with friends on Instagram via the DMs. But what if there was a public way to do that? That's an interesting concept. This says, invite a friend to discover posts with you. Discover content together. View posts based on public accounts you both follow and public posts you've both interacted with. Share something new. Send interesting content and connect over the things you care about. Curate your experience. Friends will see content similar to your suggested posts. You can change this in settings at any time. I'm not exactly sure how this would work, but if it takes sharing from outside the DMs and makes that a more public experience, I think that's a really interesting concept. So I like that Instagram is exploring. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll do a couple of the questions from Mosseri Monday that I did not get to do earlier this week.
This episode is brought to you by Michigan Economic Development Corporation. In Michigan, you can have both a rewarding career and a quality lifestyle, with plentiful career opportunities in world-changing, innovating industries, from electric vehicles to clean energy to biotech, with room for advancement no matter where you are in your career. Plus, Michigan offers a welcoming, beautiful, affordable, and inclusive community for all. Live your best life. You can in Michigan. Visit themichiganlife.org.
And we're back. Okay, let's dive into some of the questions that the head of Instagram answered on his Ask Me Anything last week. The first question, do you get in trouble if you buy followers? I was really looking for a yes or no answer to this question. For instance, oh, your account gets suspended, or there's a chance your account could get suspended, or something like that. That is not what he says.
Don't buy followers. It's usually a scam and there's a lot of risk involved. Often they'll ask you for your handle and your password, which at this point, if you've shared with them, you've not compromised your account, and they're going to probably like other accounts on your behalf and sell those likes elsewhere. But also, if you're getting liked by bots, for instance, and we discover those accounts are bots, we're going to remove those accounts and those likes will disappear. And so you will have paid for nothing. So don't do it. I know it's tempting. Don't do it, please.
Okay, from the security perspective, I agree it's a risk, but apparently you do not get in trouble. So, your account's not going to get suspended or anything like that if you buy followers, unless you're sharing your password, which you should never do that. Never, ever do that. Next question. Do you recommend watermarked posts? This is a great question. Obviously, they are referring to the watermarks that some apps add, like for instance, TikTok. Here's the answer.
I don't recommend adding watermarks to your reels that you post on Instagram. One, we know that people don't like them, but two, we do rank them lower, particularly in recommendation services, regardless of what the watermark is.
The next question is not a question, it is a statement. I went to Instagram University. It was cool. Thanks. Side note, I personally was not invited to Instagram University, and I am still a little bit offended about that.
That's great to hear. For those of you who are creators and want to know more about how to use Instagram to do what you do, I highly recommend you follow the @creators account. Make sure you turn on the professional dashboard, or turn on by making your account a professional account. And I'll continue to post updates and tips and tricks here, but also in my channel.
Well, maybe one day I'll get invited to Instagram University. A guy can dream, right? The last question we're going to talk about today, are you still focused on supporting creators making a living on Instagram? My answer on that is it sure doesn't feel like it, but what do I know?
Absolutely. There are a lot of different ways creators can make a living on Instagram. We're still experimenting with certain ways that Instagram can pay them directly through things like rev share and bonuses, which we're still iterating on. There's also ways that brands can pay creators, and we're trying to support that with things like the creator marketplace, and also trying to do a bunch of different things to help fans pay creators directly, like subscriptions, and we're experimenting right now with digital gifts as well.
I've said it before, and I will say it again. I think the platform should be paying the creators, not forcing the creators to connect with brands and other people in order to earn a living. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. That's going to do it for today's show. Thanks so much for listening. Be sure to come back tomorrow. I am going to do my best to do another episode. I'm going to go to bed so early tonight. You have no idea.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave. Without a break or a pit stop, still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's a type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you've got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.